Hi guys, it's Alexandra here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my very first Thriftbooks haul. So I had heard about this website and app from several different booktubers, and it sounded like a really great way to buy books at a much cheaper cost. But I had been hesitant to try it for a long time because I have a local used bookstore. So for me, it didn't make much sense to have to go online or use an app to purchase used books because I had a used bookstore so close by, and when I would check the prices on Thriftbooks, I was finding that I could buy the same books at my local used bookstore for much cheaper. But a couple weeks ago, I was looking to round out my collection of the Bake Shop Mystery Series by Ellie Alexander, and when I went to the local used bookstore, they didn't have any of those yet because nobody has turned them in. So I decided that this would be the perfect time to go on and check out Thriftbooks. And I can definitely say that I have all of the books I got over here next to me, and I am 100% satisfied with my very first experience using Thriftbooks. And I will tell you guys a little bit more about my first experience after we get into this little haul. So let's get into this. The first two books I got were One Bad Apple and Rotten to the Core by Shelley O'Connor. I'm not sure exactly how to say her first name, but this is an orchard mystery series, and it follows our main character, Meg Corey, who finds herself out of a job, out of an apartment, out of a relationship, and she seizes the opportunity to remodel or renovate this She jumps at the opportunity to renovate this Massachusetts colonial home that her mother had inherited, and it turns out to be a lot more difficult than she originally imagined, and that is only made more difficult when her ex-boyfriend is found in the new septic tank that they're installing at this house. She becomes suspect number one, and it is up to her to try and help clear her name from the suspect list. And I haven't really looked too much at the synopsis of this one because I don't want to spoil myself at all. I also picked up Gunpowder Green, which is the second book in a Tea Shop Mystery Series by Laura Childs. I have the first one that I actually got at my local used bookstore. I just want to have the second one so that when I read the first one and get done with it, I can go right on to the next one. Next, I have Curiosity Thrilled the Cat by Sophie Kelly, and this is the first one in her A Magical Cats mystery series, and I have heard some booktubers talk about this, and it just sounded really interesting. I don't normally pick up cozy mysteries where there's any kind of magic element involved. It's not usually my thing, but I had heard good reviews on this series, and I thought I'd give it a chance, and who knows, maybe I will really love this. I think the idea of having a pair of cats who have some special magical abilities could be a kind of cool addition to a cozy mystery. Next, I got A Dark and Stormy Murder, which was the first in a Writer's Apprentice mystery by Julia Buckley. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I got this one because I kept seeing this cover pop up on Pinterest when I would be looking at cozy mystery series, and I just kept seeing it, and it caught my eye every single time, and I thought that, you know what, this is the time to pick it up. It was 50% off, you know, it's a good deal, and I was like, okay, now's the time to pick it up. And the fact that it's a writing apprentice mystery series, I'll be interested to see what they mean exactly by that. I also got Double Booked for Death, which is a Black Cat Bookshop mystery by Allie Brandon. Again, I had heard good reviews of this on BookTube, and I'm looking in 2018 to get into more cozy mystery series. I have been reading the same 3-4 authors for a long time now, and I think it is time to start branching out and trying some different authors. I also got Death by Chocolate Lab by Bethany Blake, and I am a huge fan of having dogs and cats as the pet sidekicks in cozy mysteries, so this one caught my eye at first for that because it's a Lucky Paws pet sitting mystery. So I'm assuming that our main character is in the pet sitting business, which is amazing. Say no more. That's exactly a kind of career that I would want if I was not teaching. So I'd be interested to see also the fact that it says includes recipes for homemade dog treats. So maybe I will make some of these for Macy May. And then the last books that I picked up are in the Bake Shop Mystery Series by Ellie Alexander. I got On Thin Icing, Caught Red-Handed, Fudge and Jury, and A Crime of Passion Fruit, which I have just fallen in love with this series. I have the first two over here, and then I actually won her most recent Bake Shop Mystery Series in a giveaway on Facebook, and I have the e-reader version of that. So I have the complete series, and I can't wait to catch up and read all of these. So what are my thoughts after using Thriftbooks for the first time? Do I think it's worth it or not worth it? Right off the bat, I would say, having had this experience, I think that Thriftbooks is worth it. I ordered all of those books, and every single one of them was between 48 and about 50% off of the original list price, which for me is great. And the fact that they had such a wide selection of cozy mysteries was also really wonderful. I did find that when I was going to search for cozy mysteries on the website and on the app, I kind of had to know what author or maybe what book I was looking for, and that was a little bit difficult because I was looking to find some different book series. But I just got onto Pinterest and put in cozy mystery series, and it brought up thousands of pins, and so I just looked through there and found some ones that looked interesting, and then went back to the Thriftbooks website or app, searched those, and then if they were available, I went ahead and put them in my cart. The other cool thing about Thriftbooks is that you can sometimes buy them new for a slight discount if you would like, but most of the time you're buying books used, and I really don't mind that. And I think the beautiful thing about buying used books through Thriftbooks is that they have different categories of condition, and you can read what the different categories should look like when they arrive to you. They have categories like new, very good, good, acceptable, and they have a breakdown on their website of what all of those different conditions look like in their books. And I got all good condition books with the exception of one, which was acceptable, and I was really happy with how all of my books came to me. I think the only one that I was a little surprised at the condition when it came in was Fudge and Jury, and that's because it said it was a good condition ex-library book, but the top of the spine looks like it's honestly been chewed. Like, it looks like there's little teeth marks up here, so maybe a pet had gotten to this at some point. But even that is not bad because the rest of the spine is still holding up really well, and the rest of the cover and even back cover are good. The rest of these came in really good condition. You know, sometimes a little tear down here or at the top, but nothing that bothered me. I would all consider these good condition, just like they were listed on the website. And honestly, some of them almost looked new, with the exception of a little bit of creasing on the spine, like A Dark and Stormy Murder. This one looks almost brand new, and I thought that that was really cool. The other thing that I guess maybe I should have expected, but I just didn't think about it until I got my tracking numbers for my order, is that since these are used books and they're coming from all over the country, they're going to come in multiple shipments. So for instance, with all of these books, I had 4 different packages come in. I ordered them on a Saturday, and by the next Saturday I had my first package, and then that Monday I got all of the rest of my packages. So I thought that the shipping time was good. I didn't think it took too long or anything like that, and I think the fact that they were broken up into multiple shipments, it was okay because none of them were lost. They all came in a timely fashion. All of my books were in good condition. I have to say that I will definitely be using Thriftbooks again in the future. I think if you're somewhere where there's not a used bookstore and you would like to get your books for cheaper, this is definitely the way to go. If you hear people talking about thrift books, it's for good reason. I spent all of my own money on this, and I definitely think I got a great deal. The fact that I got all of these books at 50% off or thereabout is amazing to me. They came quickly. They're in the condition I expected them to be. I love it. I think Thriftbooks is an amazing website and app. The other thing that I thought was cool is I was on the website looking for books, and this thing flashed up in one of their scrolling pictures, and it said, get 15% off of your first app purchase. And I clicked on it to read more, and it gave me a coupon code that I could go on and use on the app. And so I actually got an extra 15% off of this order because I purchased it through the app. And I thought that was a pretty cool first time user perk. You're already getting them cheaper and they gave you a 15% off coupon code. That's cool, and it's for everybody. Like if you go on Thriftbooks website, you'll too see that scrolling thing, and you can click on it and it'll tell you what the coupon code is, and you can buy them through the app and use that and get them even cheaper. So that is my Thriftbooks haul. I had a great experience. If you've used this before, let me know what your experience was. I hope that it was as good as mine, and thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you would like to be notified when I post new content, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!